And we're back, guys, and this is Mike Rato, and for today we're going to talk about what if The Undertaker returns as the American Badass in Wrestlemania 34. Well, The Undertaker has performed the Phenom persona for years, the Dead Man, the Executioner, whatever his nickname is. He took souls and he made examples of those people who are ignorant enough to believe that he ain't the threat that he is. Even though he's old, in accordance to some fans, he is old, but he is still performing well. And some of the matches, well, the signs of aging were shown. So in this What If, we're going to talk about what if The Undertaker returned as the American Badass in WrestleMania 34 in 2018. Well, the perfect timing was there. WrestleMania 33, he dropped the hat, he dropped the coat on the ring. People speculated that it is his retirement match. After all, he put over Roman Reigns, the next face of the WWE. Actually, the face of the WWE during that time, even though people hated him. And people are treating him like a heel instead of the target of the WWE to make him the biggest babyface that they could ever offer to the fans. This will also affect the matches in, I think, Showdown with Triple H, with The Undertaker returning again as the American Badass. And during that match, Kane actually is there, but he is also thinking to his mind that he could also make a hybrid of his old mask with this new one, his current one. And also a new attire, which will actually debut on the Crown Jewel event. The Crown Jewel match actually received mixed reaction because of the botches, because of the performances of both wrestlers, that people are judging it because of the quality of the match, the age actually playing a factor to these four legends, and a lot of mistakes, miscalculations during the match that people are actually watching and judging the match by itself. And yes, it is good that we see the nostalgia between the Brothers of Destruction and the Generation X. And for this What If, we actually made the Brothers of Destruction look like their 2000 selves with the hybrid of today. So The Undertaker with his American Badass look, and Kane combination of his 2000 look and 2019 look, or 2020 or 2018 as of this moment. And as for Hunter and Triple H, they come as the same persona. And actually, I'm actually a huge fan of Kane's pyro at this event, because Kane actually returned to a lot of episodes of Raw without any pyrotechnics because of the WWE having an issue for their pyrotechnics and budget cuts, according to some rumors or fans that are actually speculating a lot of things in pro wrestling industry. The same match happens, a lot of botches happens. Triple H actually got injured after this match because of the Irish whip to the outside, which actually have his, I think, pectoral muscle being injured, his pecs. And then after that match, the Brothers of Destruction have their moment on the ring. And then, yeah, The Undertaker didn't appear until Raw after WrestleMania 35, where he actually attacks Elias. Well, I will not change anything here. Actually, The Undertaker will return to his Phenom persona, just to have the nostalgia in that arena. Remember, the American Badass and the Phenom persona are both awesome on their both ways. And The Undertaker actually returning to his American Badass look will actually generate a lot of interest for the 2000 fans, because that's what they remember of the look of the Undertaker, even though they are aware of the Phenom persona in 1990s. But some of the fans actually watch the American Badass because of the short time that the gimmick actually shown on television. And the Undertaker keeps evolving and evolving his persona, from his Mortician to the Denman to the American Badass and to this Phenom. And for this time, the Undertaker returns to his Phenom persona, Tombstone Elias, and then goes away for a year. And then same happens to the run through of the match with the rivalry with AJ Styles. AJ Styles actually does the same promo for The Undertaker, which The Undertaker returns as the American Badass, but at this time, he actually returned to the same outfit that he looked in Survivor Series 2003, with the same merchandise on the t-shirt, and the graveyard match happens. So, the graveyard match, the cinematic match, I think it was awesome because it actually shows the capabilities of pro wrestlers. Even though there are no crowds, the emotions, the moments, and it's like you're watching a movie in the WWE because it's a cinematic match. Just like what the Hardest did in 2016, AJ Styles and The Undertaker proved that cinematic matches are awesome. And also, this match and the Firefly Funhouse match are actually generated by positive reviews by the fans who watch it because of the uniqueness of both matches. Bray Wyatt playing mind games to John Cena from his old self up to his present self, and The Undertaker and AJ Styles performing, and AJ Styles even in his match with The Undertaker playing mind game by doing the old performance of The Undertaker, the old entrance with the carriage with the car, and return and going with the casket going out. And then when you thought it was The Undertaker, when it opens, it's AJ Styles. And even have the old music of The Undertaker from 1990s. So the same match happens, and it gathers positive reviews because of the uniqueness of the cinematic match. And I think it is the first time in a long while that the WWE fans actually witness this type of matches. Even a Bird Alive match. We all know that it is a Bird Alive match. After that said match, The Undertaker actually have the same documentary with him describing from his 2017 up to 2020 run, with The Undertaker talking about his match with Roman Reigns and breaking it down from his body condition, that he is actually limping from that match, and in 2018 in John Cena that he feels so good because of the treatment that he did with his hips, and talking about The Undertaker and The Undertaker actually discussing about Kid Rock. And at this timeline, The Undertaker actually thanks whoever is in this live performance for his WrestleMania entrance. If WWE actually allows Kid Rock to perform at WrestleMania 34, then The Undertaker thanks Kid Rock. But if it is Metallica, then The Undertaker will also mention Metallica in his documentary. Or just thanking whoever band is actually playing for his theme music. And after the documentary, The Undertaker actually somehow retired. Like, it is not a full retirement yet, but it actually sounds like a retirement, which The Undertaker said that, not word by word, but he doesn't have the same thing for wrestling that he actually is now, Like he doesn't have the same interest as before because of his body. He understands that pro wrestlers come and go. And for his generation, well, I think that he is the longest one that he is still performing even at this age, from Survivor Series 1990, debuting as a mortician, and retiring as the American Badass with all of his gimmick combined. The Phenom, and as what he called the Unholy Trinity. And I think the last time that the Phenom character appeared on television, even though it's only an Easter egg, that is at the Man in the Bank 2020, when The Undertaker plays mind games with AJ Styles. Which also in this discussion, AJ Styles actually challenging The Undertaker for a match yet again. But we're not sure if The Undertaker is retired or he's not. But according to his documentary, he has this lesser passion, lesser interest as for now. But if WWE needs him, he will go and he will perform a match. So this is only a short what if. What if The Undertaker returned as the American Badass in WrestleMania 34 in 2018? I hope you guys enjoyed this video and like this video. Share this video, comment on below, and subscribe. Also, if you're thinking that this is a small, short video, well, you're right, because we are actually counting The Undertaker's appearances from WrestleMania 34 up to WrestleMania 36, with also appearing on the episodes of Raw, hyping up for the Crown Jewel event and for the Super Showdown event with the Brothers of Destruction versus the Generation X. If actually The Undertaker returns as the American Badass in WrestleMania 34 and return as Phenom side in the program against DX, then we can do also that. Just like what they did in real life, it's awesome that the promos are executed well. And then he will return at the American Badass gimmick in WrestleMania 36. So that is the two scenarios that I want to think about if The Undertaker's American Badass persona returned in 2018. Subscribe now for more videos, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, this is Mike Rato, and click on the end screens for more videos. Also, click on the notification bell to stay updated to this What If series, and for more Wrestling Titantron and for more wrestling topics. Thank you for watching.